Hey, this is Ciderhelm, and welcome to the Vainglory Hero Spotlight. Today we're looking at Skye, an ace pilot that excels under pressure. Skye is a master of the aggressive pursuit, sacrificing her mech's heavy armor in favor of increased mobility. Her combination of lethality and vulnerability means she depends on split-second tactics to claim victory. Whenever Skye attacks an enemy, she gains target lock. Each subsequent attack on the target grants her a burst of movement speed. However, the movement speed bonus is greatly decreased when moving backwards. Target lock lasts for several seconds and falls off if Skye does not stay in range of her target. Skye's forward barrage fires a continuous stream of bullets that damage the first enemy they hit. Skye can move freely during the barrage and can tap the ability a second time to cancel it early. The barrage deals increased damage to her target-locked enemy and also grants a weaker version of her perk's movement bonus. The duration of the barrage can be increased with crystal power. I recommend learning this ability at level 1 and upgrading it first. While Skye has target lock, she can activate SURI strike to dash to a location around her enemy and launch missiles along their path. Passively, each rank of SURI strike increases how long Skye's target lock will stay active on an enemy. I recommend learning this ability at level 2. While Skye has a target lock, she can activate Death from Above to rain missiles down on a location around her target. Enemies in the area when the first missiles land are briefly stunned. For the duration of the bombardment, the missiles damage and heavily slow enemies moving through the area. Missiles rain down as a cluster when the ability is aimed near the center of a target-locked enemy. However, tapping away from the target-locked enemy will instead create a line, blocking the enemy's path. Passively, Death from Above also increases how far away Skye can be from her target-locked enemy before she loses her target lock. I recommend learning and upgrading this ability when it's available. Take the final upgrade when you prefer having this ultimate available more frequently and are willing to give up either the increased damage from forward barrage or the more frequent mobility from SURI strike. Consider raw weapon power items such as Sorrow Blade and Serpent's Mask when playing Skye as a weapon carry. Then consider branching off to Breaking Point if your opponents are building defensively. Boots and Shiver Steel are both great additions that compensate for her low survivability. They also make it easier to land her abilities and make her even more effective at preventing enemies from escaping. As the enemy Vox is forced back to base, Skye's team lays into the turret, hoping to take it down with enough health left for a fight. As Fortress falls back, Jewel jumps in to assist his retreat, opening up an opportunity for Skye. By aiming her ultimate near Fortress, she's able to drop a cluster that is perfectly positioned to block Jewel's own retreat. Jewel not only takes the initial stun, but also has no choice but to take the full slow, allowing Skye's team to stick closely to her. As Skye dashes to the other side of Jewel, take note of her SURI strike missiles. Because these missiles hit the ground rather than following their target, it's often a good idea for crystal-heavy Skye players to use SURI strike while their opponent is stunned or slowed. Fortress immediately moves in to block Skye's barrage. This is a good play for Fortress. Because Skye's target lock is still on Jewel, Fortress won't take the full potential damage of the barrage, and Skye also won't gain any movement speed to allow her to get a better position. Vox has returned, finishing off Koshka before moving in to finish off Arden. Though Vox is a real threat, Skye's barrage is available again, allowing her to take him out from a distance before moving on to take out Fortress. As the game continues, Skye's team maintains a narrow edge in teamfights, though they're losing ground due to their relatively low defense. A fight is about to break out as they recapture the gold mine. Fortress leads the pack, with Jewel leaping in behind and Vox landing a solid ultimate. Though Koshka is nearly dead, Vox finds himself target-locked and seriously out of position. This time, Skye has used her ultimate to tactically separate Vox from his teammates. By aiming it on top of Fortress, she will also force Fortress to decide whether to take the stun or move away from Skye's allies. As Vox and Koshka die, Arden drops a gauntlet while Skye quickly repositions. By placing herself at the far end of her ultimate, her opponents cannot easily reach her, and the fight is about to shift in range of the newly captured gold miner. Arden isn't going to survive this, but he doesn't need to. By baiting his opponents to the corner of the gold mine, he goes down magnificently, allowing Skye to easily finish off the enemy team. Thanks for watching the Skye Hero Spotlight. Download Vainglory free on the Apple App Store or Google Play, and join us in the Halcyon Fold.